Hey, we are live. We are here. Tag your people. Tell them to get on and join this conversation with us. Send your last messages out to people. I'm sending mine out right now. And if we don't get nobody, guess what? It is all right. Just us grooving and chatting it up about black hair.
I'm definitely sending mine right now.
Welcoming folks into this space, joining us for this conversation. Black history in the making. Like, yes, it is Black History Month all day long, all day strong. I feel like we need some legislation about a July Black History Month or something. Like, give us a long month. We need a 31-day month. We need a summer month. Uncle Joseph, if we can't get no discounted eggs, if we can't get these student loans forgiven, you don't want to talk about reparation? Let's go ahead and get us a Black History Month in the summertime. And I know everybody's like, we got Juneteenth. We need all of them. We need all of the days. We want all of the days all the time. We want it.
Yeah. Especially because 28 days is not enough. Like, it's
28 in the cold.
Yeah.
28 in the cold is not enough.
The middle of the month already. So it's like, come on.
It's like January seems to last forever. March lasts forever. And then February is like, you blink and it's over. So I need a summer month. I need Juneteenth too, but I need a summer month and I need 31 days. So if any legislators on the line, anybody that's in politics at all, please write your legislator because that's what we need. We deserve it. All right, we're going to give folks a few more minutes to get into this conversation. Again, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Having this conversation about hair. Look at these ends. Oh, Jesus. Don't nobody talk about my ends. Let me try to cover it up because I'm out here trifling. But you're going to call me out on that, and that's okay. I'm going to give you space for that to tell me what I'm supposed to do because, you know, I'm the hair challenged. And I know that there are others out here just like me who struggle with hair care. So this is a perfect conversation to be having. Okay, we're going to get started in about 1 more minute. So, Kiara, if you need to get something to drink, I got my little, every time I come on, I got a little mug. Thank God. Dear God, thank you for friends. Because sometimes we all need some friends. So.
Absolutely.
And some good ones at that, okay?
Evaluate your circle, people. That's the key word, some good ones.
Evaluate your circle. Cool. All right, got Erica Badu giving us some of her. I love me some Erica. I think we played her the last time, right? Okay. We're going to get started in one hot minute.
I'm texting everybody on my phone right now. Like,
I know I'm sending these mass group texts. Folks like, girl, please stop texting me.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely.
But pull up to this conversation because, folks, we do want your questions. We want to. This is not just the two of us having a conversation. We're going to invite everybody that is on, that is vibing with us tonight to really
let me
join the conversation. We got some questions for you too. All right. Whew. Get those last texts and tweets and Instagram notifications out there to your people. Tell them, join this conversation. This is Black History in the Making. God, I'm so excited to start this conversation. But before I jump into it, before I let my excitement take over, welcome everybody. Welcome. Oh my God, just welcome. We are so excited to have you all with us tonight, joining this just history in the making conversation. My name is Tanisha Jointer. I am the founder of Invested Consulting Firm. And what we do at Invested Consulting Firm is really provide folks with customized trainings around trauma and healing center practices. We work with school districts, community partners. We work with after school programs, you name it. We are here to support you on your trauma and healing journey. Such an honor to even be doing that work. Shout out to all of my partners across the country. Thank you so much for trusting me with your care. And just, again, just deeply humbled to even be in this space and running this business in this way. So my partner and I, we were talking about what do we want to do for Black History Month. And of course, we wanted to do all of these posts, right? Did you know, who invented what, right? All of that goodness of Black history. And in our conversation, we realized like it is so important for us to be thinking about like history right now, like history that is unfolding right now in our faces. And really highlighting and creating a platform and a space for us to highlight and again just celebrate all of the history that's happening right now. So we're going to do this both February and March. We're going to do Women's History Month. March is also Social Worker Month. So shout out to all the social workers. Every week in that Social Work Month, there's a different celebration. So for hospital social workers, school social workers. So we're going to be shouting you out. We're going to be celebrating you. Any of my social workers that are here, cannot wait to see you all in Denver. So excited to be facilitating some learning at the School Social Worker of America conference in Denver. Y'all, it's gonna be everything. Our topic is heavy, but we are going to do everything in our power to bring that topic to you in a very just palatable and loving way. So super excited to get that work going. So anyway, back to this conversation. So we thought about doing this history in the making. And for those of you who are doing maybe some organizing, or maybe you are introducing, getting into social media, or you're just trying to figure out your way in this world and entrepreneurship, I thought about it like this. Let me think about who is in my network. Who do I know? Who do I have access to? Who are the people that are in my circle? And I started right there. I am so blessed to be surrounded by so many amazing individuals. I was like, let me tap into all of the people that I know, people whose product I buy, people whose gym I go to, or not really, because y'all know I'm still struggling with my COVID weight. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be back. But like, who are my people that are doing this work and doing amazing work as a person of color? And how do I shout them out, highlight, and celebrate them? And so that's kind of where this series came from. That is our thoughts behind it. And again, we just really want to invite you and encourage you all to be on the lookout for our speakers to come. We're going to have one of my favorite waist bead designers come on and talk about waist beads. We're going to have some educational folks come on. We're going to have some business folks come on. And then in March, we're going to have amazing women all month long just talking about the amazing things that they're doing in their sector of profession and how we're just trying to take over and change the world. So I'm excited for all of this and just to talk to people. Anybody that know me know I love just engaging with people because there's so much that you can learn in that just simple conversation. So without further ado, oh my God, why do we start with hair care? So one of the things that we know is that Black folks, we are spending some money in hair care. In 2020, Essence did a report that Black folks, we're spending $1.2 trillion a year. This was in 2020, y'all. And that number was projected to rise to $1.5 trillion. That's a lot of zeros, like a lot. I want like half of those zeros, but a lot of money, right? And so when I think about hair care and just the powerhouse that hair care is, but when we think about how many of those companies and organizations are Black run, right? How many of us are out here like these are products that are, remember FUBU, for us, by us? Like how many of the hair care products are out here for us, by us? And so we thought, boom, let's go right here to home and let's talk about someone who was a part of that 3%. About 3% of Black owned business, about 3% of hair care businesses are Black owned. And again, it's $1.5 trillion out there, y'all. that's getting made in this hair care industry. So I am so excited to celebrate, welcome Kiara Robinson, the founder of Bolder Beauty, to the space. Everybody, give Kiara a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give yourself a round of applause.
Boom, 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 boom. I should have been a DJ in my past life, maybe future life. I don't know.
Maybe you can do it. You can do it too on the side.
Do it all. I'm here for it. So Kiara, thank you so much for being willing to jump on this call, this conversation. When I sent my pigeon, I sent my pigeons, I sent smoke signals, I sent a bunch of text messages to people like, hey, can y'all join my conversation? Kiara was like Johnny on the spot, like, yes, I'm here for it. How can I support? What can I do? And so I thank you so much for your willingness to just jump on here and join this conversation. For our folks that are listening in, the goal of our conversation again is just going to be about talking about the journey of hair care and asking Kiara to just share her vision, not only for herself, but for her product. I do believe that we are witnessing history in the making with Kiara and Bolder Beauty. So excited for this conversation. I see we got some people checking in the chat. Make sure y'all tag about 6 of y'all friends. Tell them, come on, get in this conversation. Tell all the people we checking in, get on up in here, because we're going to talk about this hair. And as y'all can see, I needed this conversation because this new growth is growing and I'm here for it. Okay.
Yeah, we love new growth. That's the goal.
Okay. Come on, Gold. So before we get into just our straight conversation, and I promise y'all this is going to be the last thing that y'all hear from me, I want to invite everybody to just take a second. I want you to take a minute, take a few deep breaths, right? Let's get some breathing in here. Breathing in, blowing out. Take another breath in and blow out. I want to invite you to think about your first hair memory. What do you remember about hair, your hair? What do you smell? What smells come to mind? And old school folks on this call, y'all already know what I'm talking about. You already know what I'm talking about. But I want you to think about what smells, what do you hear when you think about your first experience with hair? And I'm gonna invite y'all, because y'all are popping in this chat, I'm gonna invite you all to drop it in the chat. What was your first hair memory? I'm thinking for me, I remember my auntie Maida. She used to braid my hair because my mother is hair challenged, as I am very hair challenged. And I remember she would just braid. I mean, she would get my scalp, she was getting that scalp. And so I was always like, right, when she would braid my hair. So my first memory with hair, right, is just this almost trauma of getting it. You get that pop if you moving. So that's my first memory with hair. I see we got some people jumping in the chat. Smell of chemicals. Oh man, 7 years old. Absolutely. That press and comb. You already know. You know what I was talking about with that smell. That smell of skin. That behind the ear burn. You go to school, teachers about to call the people on you because behind your ear all jacked up. Being tender hair, man. Yeah. Kiara, what's your first hair memory?
I used to love going to the shop. I think that was the highlight. I feel like when I went to the hair salon, I saw a lot of women in community. I saw women talking about their life. A lot of times you hear oh, my hairstylist is my best friend. She knows everything that's going on in my life. And I think that's kind of my first interaction. Or my mom would get me a Dunkin' Donuts, a donut, and go to the store. And she's like, okay, just sit down, get your hair done, and you're fine. So those were my memories. The smell of the hot comb, the smell of the blow dryer when your hair smells it smells like the product, but it smells a little burnt too. So those were definitely my first memories of being in the hair salon and getting my hair done.
I love that y'all noticed that Kiara was I went to the shop. Yep. Come on, shop. Maybe if I went to the shop, I wouldn't be so hair. I would do that. So, okay, y'all, I text Kiara one day and was like,
what can I do? I'm freaking out. Every time there's a
Kiara.
hair question, it's like, what can I do? I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I need your help. Like, please guide me. Please tell me what to do. And I'm like, it's okay. Like,
Y'all, I asked her, how often do you comb your hair? Because let me tell y'all something. I got natural hair under these braids, okay? And I be trying to comb. And who is this Bailey talking about? That tender hair Bailey, baby. Okay, this hair is thick. This is like 4F or something. I don't even think it's a C. This is some thick. It just ball up like that. And I was like, Kiara, how often am I supposed to comb my hair, y'all? This is how hair challenged I am. But enough about me, Kiara. I mean, please introduce yourself, introduce your business, introduce your company. Give us all the tea.
Yes. So as she said, my name is Kiara Robinson. I am the CEO of Boulder Beauty. I started in 2020. So during the pandemic, I was in college, and my journey to hair started like way before this. So when I was younger, like I said, I always enjoyed like going to the hair shop. I always enjoyed going to the salon, and I would enjoy seeing how hair can be created to so many different ways. I like the beauty of hair. Although a lot of times that beauty starts with, oh, you need to get a perm, your hair too thick. Or, oh, you need to do this because your hair is not manageable. You're tender-headed, so yeah, just go and put this chemical on it. And for a long time, I had perms or relaxers, so to speak. And after a while, I'm like, you know what? I want to see how my natural hair is, because I thought like, ooh, once I let go of this relaxer, like it's gonna be nappy. And I let it go, and it was not nappy at all. I needed to it was not nappy at all. I needed to learn how to manage it. And so I was always big on like, oh, I want to YouTube this. Let me YouTube how to do this. YouTube was my best friend as a kid. My uncle would give me mannequins, and he would like give them to me, and I would go on YouTube, find a style I wanted to try, and I would try them. I taught myself how to do hair. I taught myself how to do sew-ins on the mannequin. And then from there, I'm like, you know what? I can start doing this on real people. Like, let me just see how this is.
And how old were you at this time when you started like practicing on a mannequin?
Like 10, 11. Like,
wow.
10, 11. Like 10, 11.
What you don't be thinking like, this is what I want to do? See, I come from a different childhood. I'm outside flipping on dirty mattress, and you in here learning how to do hair. This
I know.
Skill, Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a conversation with my mama when this is over.
I researched on YouTube, and I'm like, you know what? I want to just see. Like, let me see if I can do this on myself. Let me see if I can do this on someone else. And my passion for hair just kind of grew from there. As I got older, and I was like, you know what? I want to learn how to take care of my own hair. That's when I started researching. Like, okay, what steps? Like, it's not always about the product. It's more so about repetition. So, like, making sure that you have consistency. Consistency is important in everything in your life. So, as I'm going through my journey and my hair is growing, I'm like, okay, like we're doing good. But as a kid, my goal was always, I want to do something in hair. I'm a big believer in like your passion will make room for you. The Bible says your gift will make room for you. And so I feel that whatever I'm passionate in, that's what I should be doing, because I don't want to wake up every day and hate what I'm doing or hate my job. And so at first I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be a hairstylist. I'm just gonna go and, do hair. No, that wasn't really working. My parents had other plans for me. They kind of like, yeah, no, not that. Like,
not today's way.
You can be better. Yeah, you can be better. So, that hurt in the beginning, but I'm like, you know what? I'm glad it did. I went to school and I studied chemistry. And
shout out to university. Shout out
Howard University. HU.
Come on, Howard. Good. HU.
So I started. I was a chemistry major, and I kind of was like, okay, how do I even get to chemistry? I liked chemistry in high school. So I'm like, okay, if I can combine chemistry with hair, I can make hair products. And that was it. And so then while I was in school, I'm like, you know what? It's never a right time. I wanted to be a part of organizations. I became a member of Delta. So I'm like, you know what? I don't really have the time to really do what I want to do just yet. But the pandemic happened, and I had all the time in the world.
Absolutely.
I said, you know what? Let me research. I researched all these ingredients, all these natural ingredients, and I went from there. I'm like, okay, what is a name that I want my business to be? Because I feel like the name of the business sets the tone. And so around this time, like, I've always had a good relationship with God, and so I was working on my spiritual journey. And in that, I was like, I kept seeing, like, in the Bible, it says, be strong and courageous, be strong and courageous, be strong and courageous. And I'm like, okay, but I don't just want to say that. And my favorite saying is dare to be different. I had a tattoo on me, or on the side, dare to be different. So I'm like, the camera flipped. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, what can I say that means to be bold, be strong and courageous, be powerful, be okay with your uniqueness, but it's not just what meets the eye. And that's where Boda came. And so I started making products, and voila.
So I hope y'all had a chance to really hear all of that. I was taking some notes, right? Stuff that I heard was timing, right? Sometimes I think in life we are always waiting for that perfect time, that right time, and that time may not always come. Sometimes the time is just going in the now, right? I heard research, like getting in there and doing some research, know what's out here, know your stuff, right? I heard YouTube University, baby. Shout out to YouTube and all its goodness, because it is changing the game and how we are learning how to do all things, right? So then there's some teaching of self. I heard branding. Making sure that when you are considering launching a business, that you're thinking about your brand. What do you want people to know? What do you want people to feel when it comes to your business? And the biggest thing that I wrote in bold is consistency. I think consistency is just the foundation of our being. Like, what are we willing to be disciplined enough to stay consistent to? And so that consistency was there. So if you're just joining us, my name is Tanisha Jointer. I'm the founder of Investor Consulting Firm. You can follow us at Investor Consulting Firm on Instagram. I am speaking with the lovely Kiara Robinson. Kiara, you want to share your Instagram tags?
Yeah. So my name is Kiara. My Instagram for my business is at Bolder Beauty, BOLDXR Beauty. My Instagram for my regular page is _KIIKS.
Cool. And we are just having a good old time, y'all. Talking about, of course, Black hair care and just Black history in the making, and really elevating the importance of us to stop and do some inventory around, like, who do we have in our circles and what are we actually doing, and really celebrating the history that we are literally making in real time. All too often we think about Black history, we're thinking about things of the past, and we can miss what is happening right now in front of us. So I am so honored to have Kiara joining me for this conversation. And she just gave us her whole rundown of how she got into this business. We're going to invite y'all, if y'all have any questions about hair, you can feel free to drop those in the chat for us as well. Kiara, I want to talk a bit about some stereotypes when it comes to hair, because I think you kind of alluded to this, but I just want to create a space for us to bring that forward a bit more. What stereotypes do you feel your products confront?
So when I was thinking about the creation of my company, I wanted to be as inclusive as possible. And so I think that for me, the goal of my products isn't just, you can use this if your hair is natural in its natural state, or you can use this if your hair is relaxed or has some type of chemical. As you guys can see, my hair is colored, so it's definitely chemical. However, my products are to promote healthy hair. Like, the goal isn't, you can wear your hair curly and look cute, or you can wear your hair straight and look cute. But no, I want to make sure that your hair is healthy underneath anything that you do. So whether it's in a protective style, I can put these products on to make sure my hair is healthy. Or if I am doing a wash and go and I just want to add a little bit of moisture, or if there's something that my hair is lacking, I can use this to actually benefit it. So that was kind of my thing. Other stereotypes that I think are in hair is we have this connotation of like what good hair is, good hair versus bad hair.
It was a whole movie. It was a whole movie. What is his name? Chris Rock. Good or bad hair, something like that. Whole movie about it.
Yeah. And so for me, I think that a lot of the times when we see like branding for beauty brands, they don't look like us, right? They aren't brown skin or darker. They are more, fair. They don't have a hair that is in the 4s, or if it is, it's like a 4A, maybe a light 4A. And that's not, but that's not majority of Black women. And so I feel like for me, I don't want to base beauty on this certain concept of, oh, you have to look a certain way. We did that in the past. Like, it's time to grow. Like, let's evolve. Like, beauty is beyond just a certain image, a certain look. And so that's something that I want to break barriers in within, like, my company.
I love that idea of like evolving and evolving what beauty is. For those of you who don't know, in my business, investor consulting firm, we do a lot of coaching with organizations around just like the evolution of healing. We talk a lot about trauma, but the evolution of that work is like, how do we make space for healing though? Yeah. So I love this idea of evolution, that growth. That's what what is next. What's coming up for me now, I'm thinking about the Crown Act. What was that? 2022 was it? I think it was just last year. For those of you who aren't familiar, the Crown Act, it bans hair discrimination. It includes discrimination against Black natural hair. It prohibits any type of discrimination for folks in participating in federal assisted programs, housing, public accommodations, and employment. Any thoughts, feelings around the Crown Act?
I think that it was very well deserved. I think it's about time. I think it goes into just to what I said. We for so long have had this idea of what beauty is supposed to look like, and that in order for Black women to be beautiful, we have to be whitewashed. In order for Black women to be beautiful, we have to have our hair straight. And it's nothing wrong with wearing hair straight, because I'm a girl I'm versatile. I like versatility. However, that should not be the only way you feel beautiful. That should not be the only way that people make you feel beautiful or make you feel like you are classy or you're ladylike or you are professional if your hair is straightened in a bun. Now, if that's the way that you want to wear it, then by all means, do what you do. But I think that it just goes into, as a society, like moving up and kind of relieving that trauma. It's funny because when I was like branding my company, when we had spoke, you were kind of telling me like, well, how can you, I started thinking about how can hair care like heal trauma? And I think about like, a lot of us have bad first responses to getting our hair done. Oh, your hair's too thick. Oh, your hair's too nappy. Oh, you just broke the comb. Or, oh, you need to go get a relaxer. And that's the first, anytime your parents can't handle your hair, oh, you got time to go get a relaxer. And we have this idea that like who we are naturally isn't enough.
Yes.
And it's not, I'm not saying it verbatim, but I'm saying it with my actions. Or braids aren't cute. Don't get them braids, it's not cute. But if you have a sew-in, oh, you look good, girl. Or, oh, if you go get a silk press, oh, I love silk press season. But when it's time to wear your natural hair, oh, I don't like that. So I think that we kind of have this trauma behind like being naturally Black, or not even naturally Black, that's not even what I want to say, but being okay with who you are, where you want to be, how you feel, however you want to be, being okay with that. We feel like sometimes we have to shift for society. And so, yeah.
So I think I too have some. So a part of me is like, first of all, why in 2022 do we even need a law that says you should not discriminate against me because of my hair, right? So I meet that act with such bittersweet, you know what I mean? Because on one part it's like, yay, can't be discriminated, but on the other part it's like, why do I need some law to tell people that you shouldn't discriminate against me for my hair growing out the way that it naturally does? Like, or none of my other colleagues, right? None of my other colleagues got to explain how their hair grow out their hair, but I got to explain mine. But it brings me back to a time when I worked in my previous company, and I, like you, love. I'm versatile, baby. I'm pink one day, I'm red another one. I'm braids. I'm fluffy. I'm my straightening don't ever straight. I'm like straight ends and puffy top. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And so I remember one day I had got my hair done. It was, oh man, it was the jazziest red. It was like fire engine red. And I had it, poofed out for a while and everybody was cool. It was like, oh, okay. But I came to work with my hair straight one day. And when I say it was a disruption in the office, the executive director came out like, oh my God, what's going on? And I was just like, I don't even know, because everyone's like, oh my God, your hair. Oh my God, it's so long. It's so this. And I had no idea. I was like, if somebody touched my hair, I'm about to lose my job, and I'm going to jail on 42 West Madison. I'm about to go to jail down here. I don't even know where the nearest jail was, but I knew I was going to see the jail.
Yeah.
But a white colleague came up to me and said, I never forget this. She said, oh my God, your hair. She said, do you ever wake up and go to sleep and not know that? Do you ever go to sleep and wake up and not know that you're you in the morning?
What?
What? The audacity. The audacity of you to ask me that. But oh, please no, my snapback was on point. I said, as a Black woman in America, I never get to go to sleep and wake up and not know that I'm a Black woman in this country. Thank you. And I said right down in my seat, ma'am, don't ever come for me, because I ain't sent for you. Yeah. But it's the fact that, like, I had to endure that situation. It was so traumatic for me. Yeah. And when I reported it to higher up, it got minimized. And so I think sometimes, folks who are not of color don't often understand the trauma that folks of color are truly enduring when it comes to their hair. This very simple thing that naturally grows, you know what I mean? And it can be such a sense of trauma. So I celebrate and I commend you for wanting to create products that allow folks to heal from those traumas, right? Mm-hmm. To allow folks to really grow beyond those traumatic situations. While we're talking about your products, do you want to give us some, describe your products for us? Tell us about the products themselves.
Yeah. So right now I have 2 products. I am currently working on more, but right now I have just 2. One is a lavender and chia seed hair growth oil. I know, we all into hair growth. Everybody want to have that long hair, or just, just feel good, just swing around. Yeah. And so that's my first product. My second is a hair butter. Mainly the same ingredients, a few different other ones, but it's a hair butter. So it's gonna get into your scalp, get into your hair, and just make sure that it's moisturized and nourished and given all the zhuzh that it needs.
Come on, zhuzh. Yeah, I feel like I have that hair butter. That's the one I had, right?
Yeah. Yep.
That hair butter was giving me life, y'all. I was trying to put that butter on all of me. Okay, I was like, come on, body. Come on, body. But then I was like, but it's gonna grow hair, like that's gonna be weird. But I was here for it for 2.5 seconds. So make sure y'all go on Kiara's website, check out her products. If you don't have some, please do get you some. Yes. Wanting to continue this conversation, because I am here for this, y'all. You we talked a bit about color. Talk a little bit more about color and healthy hair. Okay. Again, as y'all know, I love me some color. The first time I did pink, I think I texted you in a panic about this too. Yeah. I did pink and I bleached. I started white platinum, and it looked like cat leg. I looked like Ricky Ricardo. It just was slicked back, and then every time it just was falling out. So what should I have done?
Okay.
To protect my hair care for color.
I love color. Anybody that knows me knows I love color. I started getting my hair colored in the 7th grade, and I never went back.
Come on, 7th grade?
Yeah, no. First it was like little rinse.
Is it Kool-Aid color though?
Like it was a rinse. It was a rinse.
My mom but it wasn't Kool-Aid though.
No.
See y'all know about that Kool-Aid pack, baby.
The little thing,
I know what you're talking about. The little rise.
I had the pink one. Yeah. So I had those, and I thought I was doing it. Then from there, I went more red, and then I got. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. I was like, oh no, because you're giving me the color. I need all this color too.
So I had red, and I said, okay, let's do a little bit more, and then I went blonde, and I have been blonde for like 3 years now, and I love it. I love color, and I think that we have this idea that if you have color, your hair is damaged, and it's not. That's not the case. So a lot of times when it comes to hair care, the most important thing is if you're going to do something that is going to maybe take out moisture, you need to just add the moisture back in. So when I get color, which I get it maybe every 6 months or so, I don't want to overdo it, but when I do, I always do like a treatment after. So maybe do like some conditioner or something, because the thing is that the lighter you go, the more the color takes away the moisture that's in your hair, and you have to rebuild it back in. So yeah, I think that also, I personally don't do my own color, so that is also a thing too. I don't believe in going like too far up, because the farther you go up, it is easier to damage your hair.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I was out here just picking and pulling.
It's hair. It grows back. It grows back.
And it does. And then I got that 4Z hair, so it come back even tighter and stronger.
And the thing is, a lot of times, sometimes when you get color, it loosens up your curl pattern a little bit. I can just make it a little more manageable if you need it.
Okay, come on, loosen.
Just a little bit, just
We got a few questions for you. So I think you kind of gave us a little bit about this, but just if you have any of your products that keeps your scalp hydrated when you bleach and color it a lot. Do any of your products support that? Or is that an upcoming product?
So hydration is something that you get most of the time from like conditioner. My products are more so like a moisturizer. So hydration is a lot of times like water. Like when you think of hydration, like think of like you hydrate your body with water. Mm-hmm. So conditioner or leave-in conditioners are most of the time like what'll help to put the hydration back into your hair. That is something that I actually am trying to come out with next. So right now I have like the products for taking care of your hair once it's after washing, but I want to also do products that are while you're washing, or when you first, like when you're ready to wash.
So Bailey, that's coming soon. So there's another question about how often should you use leave-in conditioner? First of all, never mind. I'm gonna save my question next about conditioners, because I didn't read the bottle, but I just leave it all in all the time.
I think that hair care is like skincare, where like everybody doesn't have the same hair.
Okay.
So what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. And so it's just all about learning your hair, learning what your hair likes, learning what it dislikes. And sometimes it may take some time learning that, I like this, it likes this product. And when do you notice, when I first use this product, when does my hair get dry again? You know, for yourself, because my hair might not need as much moisture. So for instance, my hair loves water. If I am doing my hair, I have to put water on it first. If I don't put water, it's going to be real bad. However, my mom hair likes oil. So when she uses product, she uses more oil. I can use a little bit. She might have to use a little bit more, and we'll have two different products. So it's not always about like how much. For me, it's how much does your hair want? How much does your hair say, like, okay, this is what I need. Like, this is what I need to do.
Oh my God. Do you think, I'm like, this is
it's okay.
You know, I be struggling. I'm over here sweating. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Don't struggle. I am actually, this is something that is in the works, coming up with a plan to help people figure out a routine for themselves.
Come on, routine.
So I feel like a lot of times I like hair. So because I like to do my hair, and I like to like kind of see what my hair likes, it was no problem with me for determining how often should I wash my hair. What products do I like? What shampoos work the best for me? I know what my hair feels like. I also know, like, if I've had my hair straight too long, my head starts aching. Like, I know when it's time for me to do something to my, like, I know that because I took the time to learn. And so I am creating a way for, in the near future, I'm creating a way for women to learn to learn a routine.
Women and men, because shout out to these men out here doing their children's hair and even taking care of themselves. So y'all men, if you got a man, send it to your man too, y'all, so he can get this hair together. One other question: do you think honey brown highlights are too light? No such thing.
I mean, it's kind of honey brown, so no.
It will not damage.
Well, this moisturize. Like honey brown, so no.
Okay. So just making sure you are moisturizing. Any tips on hair growth? You talked about, like, you know, folks and wanting to grow hair, you know, everybody want that body bounce. Yeah. Any other tips for how to grow your hair mask or anything like that?
Yeah.
Is that something you recommend?
So I'll tell you what my journey was. So I told you guys that I had a relaxer, and I had a relaxer my sophomore year in college. Well, that was the last time I had a relaxer. And I'll tell you guys a story. So I told you guys I love color. And so it started being a battle between the two, color and perm won. And my hair started coming out. And it didn't come out a lot, but it was enough for me. And like I said, I like my hair, so I was like, oh no, we can't do this. Like we gotta pick one. Like you can't have both. Like you can't have it all. So let's pick one. And I chose color, and I stopped getting my hair permed. And so when I first cut my hair, let me see. I will show you guys a picture. When I first cut my hair, it maybe was like maybe like there.
Okay.
But it was there curly.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, but I want that long puff. Like that was my goal. And so I cut it off. This was how short it was when I first cut it. Let's see. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was when I first cut it. That was in December of 2018, right?
2018.
So my first thing I did was I said, okay, I need to come up with a routine. So I would wash my hair once a week. I was only doing twist outs. I would only do twist outs. I would wash my hair, condition it, twist it. I would let the twist sit, and then I would wear that twist out for a week, and I would do it again. And I would wash it, twist it. I would wash my hair, condition it, twist it. And after a while, it started getting more manageable because it was used to the routine. Now it's used to consistency. Yeah, it's used to the wash, rinse, repeat. I did that until my hair got about, let's see, because I was doing that for a very long time. Let's see. Until my hair got long enough, and I was like, oh, I can get a little perm. Let me see. Let's find a picture. Okay, we'll find one later. But anyway, it was a wash, curl, repeat, wash, repeat, wash, repeat. Here we go. Here's a picture of.
Oh, come on here.
Twist out. You see? That is here. October of 2019.
Don't be twisting. They do what they want to do.
You gotta have the right product. So at the time, I wasn't making my own products. I would use. I did an internship for my Yale Organics in 2019, and I used shampoo, conditioner, twisting souffle, oil, all that. I was like, I need it all. I used all those same products. I was consistent with my. Also,
so you got to be consistent with the same product line.
This was you can't like. The thing is, you don't know if a product works if you switch it up. So it's like I said with skincare, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to figure out if a new product works for your skin. Same thing applies with your hair. Your hair is your hair is attached to your scalp. Your scalp is really what makes your hair grow. So if you put some on your scalp, you have to know it takes a little while to determine if this actually works for your scalp or not.
I got it.
So it takes a little minute. You just determine it. Say, okay, I like this. I don't like this. We're gonna give it a little try. We're gonna keep trying it. If there comes to a point where you're like, by that second week, I don't like this, then you go find another one. You research and say, okay, I like this quality of it, but I didn't like this. Or maybe let's try another ingredient. Or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I stopped being consistent, and I started straightening my hair, but that's not the point. But my hair now, let's see. Do I have a picture of it now? Now. I haven't worn curly in a minute, just because, again, like I said, I like versatility. So I don't always want to, wear it the same way. Let's see.
I got you. So before we get to our wrapping up,
this is straight.
Come on, straight hair.
See, so we get there. A little behind the shoulder. We're getting there though, but it just takes a little time and consistency.
So time, consistency are the key to growing your hair out, finding your regimen and routine, trying products consistently for about 2 weeks to assess if that product is good for you.
Yeah. Or finding growth products. Like I said, I have a lavender and chia seed hair growth oil. I had it in a roller bottle, so you can roll it onto your scalp. You don't have to get your hands dirty. You just massage it, let it massage its way through,
I think
and
that blue
you're good to go.
grease.
Yeah, you know, look.
Okay, no
Just
blue
like that.
grease.
No grease. No grease at all. We are evolving.
What? No grease?
We're evolving.
Nobody told me that, Jesus.
We're evolving.
Do the roly thing, not the grease.
Do the roly. That's it. We done. You ain't even got to you ain't got to wash your hands. You ain't got to be like
up under here because you gotta,
yeah. You know, no, just roll it and go.
All right. I am here for this, but I also want to make sure that I respect your time and the time of our folks who are tuning in. So if you guys have any last minute questions, please feel free to drop those in our chat. I have 2 more questions for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So my first question is like, I feel like this is like a Shark Tank, right? Okay. But why should people buy your product?
Okay. So before I even go into my products, let's talk about me. I think that it's important to not only shop just my products, shop me. So telling you about who I am. Who I am is a woman that wants to create community for women. My brand speaks to that. I do lives every Tuesday. So if you're free, join, and we just sit and we talk about whatever happens in life. I am with the benefit of uplifting people. That is who I am. I'm that friend. You can call me no matter the hour, time, or day, and I got you with the advice. Like, let's go. We're gonna get into it. And I do that exactly with my brand. I feel like that's what we need. We don't just need another brand of hair products. We need a brand that also speaks to the community. We need a brand that also has a purpose and a mission behind it, rather than just, buy this product. Now, my products. I am very passionate about hair care. As I told you, I have been loving hair since I was 10 years old. And from then, my love has never wavered. I believe that research is important to determine what you like and dislike. All of my products, they're ingredients that you aren't going to find in other people's products, because I don't want to be like everybody else. You don't get anywhere being like everyone else. You get somewhere being you and being who God made you to be. And so that's what I live in. So buy from me, and the products speak for itself.
You gotta say that. Unwavering love, helping products, and here to help uplift. I felt like I heard uplift and empowering women and men, because you men out there, y'all can do this hair too.
And men, look, roll it into the beard, okay? Roll it into that beard. You
hear that? We both gonna have to get us some roly things.
So we out
here doing like
this. Get you a roly. Just roll it in. You good.
Come on. So you answered what would have been my second question. So I'm always ready with a last and final question for you. As you relish in this moment, right? As you celebrate just doing it, right? I think all too often we sit on our blessings and we just waiting for the right time, and we waiting for the right thing. We waiting for all of these stars to line up. And instead of waiting, you were jumping and you were doing.
Yeah.
As you were jumping and doing and serving your community, and you think about your future ahead, what is your greatest wish or hope for yourself in Boulder in the future?
So my greatest wish for Boulder, I want Boulder to become a lifestyle brand. Not just the products. I want Boulder to have events. I want Boulder to, I want it to be a lifestyle of just living a bold life. Living a life where you are okay with your uniqueness. You're okay with expressing the way that you feel, the way that you feel it, the way that you can express who you are authentically and unapologetically. That is what I want for Boulder. Of course, I want to be a multi-million-dollar company. That's what I want. That's the goal. And so I just hope that as myself, that I can gain enough knowledge to take my brand where it needs to be.
So for everybody that's still on, that's tuning in, for folks who are watching this after this recording has gone, if you have any tools, resources, and I mean, not just, I'm talking about financial resources, right? I am speaking to your network, right? You got a mama, sister, cousin, husband, boyfriend, whomever, right? Who share her information. Share about Kiara and her products and her line. It's the few questions in the chat. Where can folks buy your products?
So I have a website. It's called boldrbeauty.com. So it's BOLDXR beauty, BEAUTY.com. On there you can shop all my products.
And so that's what we can do, y'all. We can contribute to this history in the making. We can purchase her products. We can share. We can like. We can follow Kiara on Instagram at
Bolder Beauty.
We can continue to help her live this dream and transform how we see and how we navigate the beauty industry. Again, only about 4% of hair care products are owned by Black folks.
And
yet we spend $1.5 trillion in this industry, y'all. Let's make sure that we can invest in ourselves. Kiara, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this.
I am so happy that we got a chance to collaborate. I'm so honored and blessed to be a part of your life and a part of this journey. You can follow me on Instagram at Invested Consultant Firm. My name is Tanisha Jointer. I am the founder of Invested Consultant Firm, and we'll be here all month long, all month strong. So if you know anybody that is history in the making, like absolutely, please send them our way. You can DM us. Is it DM? I don't know.
DM.
Yeah, boom. You can DM us. You can email us as well, and we will gladly get in touch with folks. We are wanting to celebrate the amazing things that people are doing. And remember, y'all, it starts with us just telling people, our friends, and then they tell their friends, because there's only a few degrees of separation between us in this world, and it's enough of us that we can absolutely change the world that we live in. I'm gonna be done talking, and Kiara, I'm gonna leave the final words to you. But again, on behalf of Investor Consulting Firm, I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate our co-pilots in this, everybody that has dropped in the chat. Thank you so much, Miss Evelyn. She said, "Hey, girl," and she is so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming that's your first hairdresser, because she shows she's your first hairdresser. Miss Evelyn, can I get on the book stand? Because you see me out here with these roots, child. But Kiara, please close us out.
Yes. So thank you so much for having me. And I just want to say to everyone, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for listening. I hope that you got something from this conversation, even if it isn't to buy a product. Hopefully it is, hopefully it is support. But if not, I hope that you got some takeaway on living your life in a bold way and doing whatever it is that makes you happy for the rest of your life.
Thank you so much. See you guys next week. Thank you guys. Have a great night.